Hello everybody, welcome to Old Trafford, the match reaction. I'm in enemy territory, but I'm happy because Newcastle United have came away with a point. That's both Manchester clubs this season can't beat Newcastle United. That tells you the improvement, first of all, how well this team is progressing. And the only team to beat us all season, League and Cup, is a team that needed an extra 3 minutes overtime. There you go, which isn't a million miles from here, Liverpool. But great performance. That double chance by Joe Linton, man. I've got it on the vlog, you'll see it on the vlog later on. Hits the bar, comes back to him, hits the bar again. And then Man United clear. How the hell did we not score there, man? How the hell did we not score? I thought we were the better team first half. I thought we were dominating at Old Trafford. I think that as the game went on, the longer the game went on, the more Man United were going to come back into the game, of course. And you see that in the second half, so the possession stats are probably going to look a lot more in favour of Man United, but that's because of the second half where they were trying, especially towards the end of the game, trying to get a goal. Really, if you look at overall, Nick Pope didn't have a save in the second half. He did in the first half with his legs. Newcastle obviously dominating, as I say, in the first half. Second half we went a little bit off the gas. A lot of substitutions were taking place, but there's some outstanding performances here today. There is, for me, the defence from the two centre-backs and the right-back were phenomenal. I think Dan Burns struggled a little bit with Anthony. As soon as he got the yellow card, he struggled a little bit. But the other three alongside him were absolutely sensational. Kieran Trippier, Sven Botman. But for me, man of the match, and hopefully because he went off in the dying minutes, that Fabian Schär's injury isn't too bad. But for me, he is man of the match. What a fucking performance that was. And a lot of people sing about, you know, Sven Botman being this great defender and Dan Burn, and Fabian Schär really doesn't get a mention. And for me, he's man of the match. He's 10 out of 10 today. He was fucking unreal. And his first choice. If you look at every single game, he's only been rested for one game all season. Botman has came off. He's been rotated. Dan Burn's been rotated to left back as well. For me, Fabian Schär is first choice, and he deserves man of the match today. He was absolutely sensational today. Incredible performance by Fabian Schär. Not just that, I thought Bruno was good probably for the first hour. Also, it was a good competition for him against the other Bruno as well. I thought he out-dominated Fred. I thought Murphy struggled a little bit. Almiron in the first bits and spells in the first half, but it's a point at Old Trafford, and we've come, you know, with the channel year after year, and there's been goals galore, and we were due a 0-0 effectively. But you know, I've came here and seen Matty Longstaff score. We've been battered. Last season, Freddie Woodman having a nightmare. Going 2-0 up, I've seen it with Kennedy, Mutu losing last minute. And they were putting the pressure on. They put the pressure on. I think, oh, is it going to come back again? Are we going to be? Is history going to repeat itself? And they're going to nick a last-minute winner? I hope not. But it's good feeling. It's good feeling that, and this is how far Newcastle have came this season. That we're coming away from Old Trafford thinking, what if? I think on reflection, I think Newcastle in the first half could have put away Manchester United, and that goes to show you coming away from the ground that I'm a little bit disappointed that we haven't actually got all 3 points. Yes, the second half we were getting leggy, we were getting tired, and we were sitting more men behind the ball, but that's natural. Man United are still the better club, the better team by quite a considerable distance overall for me. But we're bridging that gap pretty quick. We are bridging that gap really, really quick at the moment, and we're showing, you know, that we can compete with the big boys this season. We've played Man City, we've played Man United, we've played Liverpool. Liverpool, like I say, only need a last minute, 3 minutes overtime played. And we've got Spurs, obviously, we've got Everton and Spurs away, which I'll be at as well. But Newcastle thoroughly deserved that point, like. But yeah, all the tourists are around me, taking the photos with the non-Manchester accents. But you never know, Newcastle could be this one day. We may have loads of tourists as well, but what a performance by Newcastle as well. Absolutely sensational, brilliant. Harry's coming up with the last word as well, so we'll see him very, very shortly. And they've also got the vlog coming very shortly as well.